Thanks, Mark. I mean, first and foremost, we have to thank all of our fans. We wouldn't be here right now without each and every one of you, so give yourselves a hand. You know, there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, guys who work countless hours and never get the limelight. You never read about them. There's no blogs about them. There's nobody tweeting about them. But if it wasn't for the work and their hard work, we wouldn't be here. So I want to recognize everybody from Keith Grant, Tradima Ussery, Donnie Nelson, Dr. Z, Brad Davis, Terry Stotts, Dwayne Casey, Money Mathis, Daryl Armstrong, Don Colstein, Casey Smith, Hack, Robert Hackett, Dion Neon, Al, White Belt Whitley, Doc Soriel, K-Shed, Roley, everybody. I can't get down to everybody. I want to recognize everybody behind the scenes because without them, we would not be here. So give them a hand. And obviously, there's one big guy who helped us put all this together and made us special every step of the way of the playoffs. So please help me welcome Coach Carlisle.
Let's go.
Mark, thank you so much.
Mavs Nation.
Thanks to everybody. There's a few people I want to recognize very quickly. Three guys that are, in my mind, legendary players, guys that I played against back in the 80s. Two of them are hanging in the rafters. Brad Davis and Orlando Blackman will receive rings tonight. And also another guy who's joined us and is part of the broadcast team and is one of the best players ever to play in this league. I don't think he ever made an all-star team, but he was true class as a player. He's been a great guy to be around in the organization. Derek Harper's going to get a ring tonight as well. The four members of last year's team that aren't here tonight, Corey Brewer, Karan Butler, let me freeze up here, Tyson Chandler, and Deshaun Stevenson are not here, but we look forward to the opportunity to present them with their rings when we see them in the not-too-distant future. So let's give them a round of applause. It's a great honor to introduce each guy that will come up and receive their rings tonight. Starting with a guy that's spent 5 years here. There aren't too many guys that are undrafted that go on to be starting players in the last 3 wins of a championship run.
J.J. Barea.
This guy will... This guy will go down, and I know a lot of you bought tickets just so you can see him tonight. He'll go down as one of the all-time beloved Mavs, J.J. Barea. One of the greatest European players in basketball history. This next guy came to us in December or January last year. The defining moment for me was Game 3 of the Lakers series. He scored 11 points in the fourth quarter, including 3 three-pointers to put us in a position to close that series out. And he now has the great distinction and dignity of being a guy that was able to retire as a world champion. Peja Stojakovic.
Yeah, Peja.
This next guy was hurt during the playoffs last year, and he got healthy at the end of May, just in time to come back and be Kevin Durant on the scout team, and then he was LeBron James on the scout team. And every day he came at our guys and made our guys better, and it was a big part of our run. Dominique Jones.
Dojo.
The only player hailing from Guadeloupe to start 26 games during a championship NBA season. Rodrigue Beaubois.
Rowdy Buckets.
This next guy played his most important 8 minutes of basketball in the biggest game in franchise history. His 2 jump shots in Game 6 were things that lifted the spirit of our team, and nobody could have been happier for him than all of us and his teammates. Jan Mahimi.
Let's go, Jan.
This next guy is one of the great professionals that I have ever been around in 28 years of basketball in this league. Last season in the finals, he played 30 total minutes in 3 games, and they were 30 of the most meaningful minutes. He had 3 threes. He took 6 charges. The custodian,
Brian Cardinal.
part of the best 1-2 punch at the center position last year in the NBA. This next guy is on track to do it again with his new partner, Mr. Mahimi, Brendan Haywood.
Let's go, Brendan Haywood.
One of the truly most underrated players in NBA history. One of the best all-around players in NBA history, and an absolute X-factor last year in the playoffs for us. The Matrix,
Shawn Marion, let go.
One of the really special people that you'll ever meet in professional basketball. One of the greatest 6 men in NBA history.
The Jet.
And one of the greatest clutch players in this franchise's history, the Jet, Jason Terry. a basketball genius, okay? And
J Kid.
without question, still the competitive engine that drives this franchise. The greatest point guard in Mavericks history and one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, Jason Kidd. Ten-time All-Star, 2007 League MVP,
Let's go.
2011 Finals MVP. One day soon we'll have a statue in front of AAC without question. The greatest player in Mavericks history.
Third. Let's go.